Guys, today our topic is trigonometry. In this topic we will discuss about how to find angles, sides, and we will use some different functions and then formulas, sine rules, cosine rules, and if two sides are given, and then how to find out the angle. These could be different things. The first thing we will discuss in this topic, they're gonna be like a right angle triangle, and then after, if there's no right angle triangle, then how to find the sides of angles. So first we will start with our right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means the triangles makes 90-degree angle, and these sides could be a different. This angle could be a different, and this angle could be also a different. So we have three sides in here. Then it's mean we can say that very next to the angle 90 degree, if something given the angle on here, x is an angle, so we can say that this angle, this side, is called adjacent, and this side is called opposite, because the angle in this side, so this side across, this called opposite. And we must using it, instead of writing down full name, we just write ADJ, and here we just write opposite, OPP. In here this is called hypotenuse. So we just use a height. So when we need to find any kind of that triangle, so that means is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So if we need to find out that side, so this means height squared is equal to adjacent squared plus opposite squared. So now if they're giving any right angle, they will give you an angle, and they will just set that one side is given or two sides are given, then you will have to find out the third side. You can easily put these values in this formula, and you can add or subtract according to the questions, and then you can find out the value of that angle. The second very important thing in here, find out angles, how to find out with right angle triangle, sine of theta. This is right angle triangle, theta is an angle on this side. How to find out sine? The second angle is called with a cos, and the third with a tangent, theta. So one more thing, because and another thing in a trigonometry, so we have to discuss about the values, how to find out these values. And more thing, tangent can be written in the form of sine over cos. Another thing, another formula. So sine, when we are finding a sine, this is angle, this is called adjacent, very next to the angle, and this is a height, and this is the opposite. If we need to find an angle for the sine, so sine theta, which is on that side, is opposite direction over height. If we have this side and that side, or that side, we have three sides. So if they are given, this side given, this side given, then we can find out easily sine value. If this side given and that side given, this is not given, then we have to find out first that side, and then we have to find out the value of sine. Same as it is with the cos. Cos, how to find out cos? When we find a cos, that becoming of adjacent over height, and then when we're finding out a tangent, that becomes, even we go both value, then we can sine over cos, or if not, then opposite over adjacent. These are the things to finding out an angles. So one more thing, first I will solve this angle with one side is missing, or if they're asking an angle, then how to find an angle. If the one side is missing, so we need to find out one side, and then after angle. This is our question. The value has been given. This is a right angle triangle is given. We have to, if anything, this side shows, it means I'm making a 90 degree always. When they shows that, so it means this is right angle triangle. The two side is given. We need to find out the third side, the hypotenuse. So how to find a hypotenuse, and then after we need to find out a sine of theta. So by using Pythagoras theorem, so in here when we're using Pythagoras theorem, so then gonna be like we have to find out b squared is equal to this side, AB side, which is 4 squared, plus this side is 3 squared, and we will get values 16 plus 9, which is 25. So square root on both sides, square root, when you're taking square root this side and 25 side, so we will get the value plus minus 5, because we don't know this is positive or negative, but in here in this case they must be always going to be positive. We cannot select any negative value, because if we select negative value means they're going inside, and then we cannot make any triangle if the negative value. So there must be a positive. So we found the value of that is positive. The second thing comes up, they are asking find out sine of theta. As you know that sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, and opposite we have a 3, and the height we found which is 5. So sine of theta is 3 over 5. And if they are asking, can you find out the angle? What angle is it? So angle will be sine inverse function 3 over 5. And how to find out these angles: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree without calculator. If you wanted to know the method, so you have to see these ones. So whenever you start and then find out the degrees, so you start with the 0 point. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the sign, and then divide by 4, 4, 4, 4 and 4, and then square root, whole square root, whole square root. So this value 0 over something, they give you 0, because 0 can, anything can divide by 0, so they're going to be 0. In here 1 over 4, 1 square root is 1 and 4 square root is 2, or you can write down in 0.5. In here that becomes 1 over square root 2, and this value becomes under root 3 over 2, and that becomes 1. So these are the angles of sine. If you know, you can find out these tips on fingertips. So same as this, you started with a 0, but in a cos you have to start with the last number, which we finish it with a 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Then divide by 4, 4. and we get sine cos of 0 degree is 1, and that value becomes under root 3 over 2, that becomes 1 over under root 2, that becomes 1 over 2, and that becomes 0. So now we need to find out a tangent, and tangent, I already told you, tangent is sine over cos. Tangent is equal to sine over cos. What is the sine value? 0 over 1. So we can say that 0 over 1. What value is it? 1 over 2 over 1 over 2. That becomes 1 over 2 over under root 3 over 2. So 2 cancel. So we got only under root 3. 1 over under root 3. So in here, same as it is, you can divide, or the other thing I can write down in here. Just start similar, whatever done with here. Just start in here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and divide by 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So you will get this value is 0, this value is, and you have to square root. That value becomes 0, that value will become 1 over under root 3, that become 1, that become under root 3, that become infinity, because something divided by 0 is infinity. So now last part is, if you need to find out 180 and 270, then we finishes these ones 0 to 4. That's happened till here. When we start the new values 180 degree and it's 270, because they all are on line, because that's straight line and this is vertical line. So straight line, when we start these values, so that becomes 0, we start with 0, and we're going to that direction, on the opposite direction, that becoming -1. Same as it is in, we can flip these things, just like we started with the sine, 0, -1, but cos will be -1 and 0. And same, 0 over something give you a 0, and -1 over 0 give you an infinity again, negative infinity. Now they are asking find out the value of x in a right angle triangle. So there's a right angle triangle, one side is given, second side we need to find out, the angle has been given. So now we got two sides. First of all, we need to see which function we have to use. So in here, I write down here, sine means sine angle, let's see, sine angle 45 degree means opposite over hype. Can we use this? We go opposite, but we haven't got that value, so then we can cancel that one. So cos, let's see, cos is adjacent over height. Can we use this? Adjacent height, no, we cancel that one. The third thing is tangent. Tangent 45 degree is opposite over adjacent. So opposite, adjacent, yes, we can use that thing. So now in here, if we use these things, we just put these value. So opposite is, we go x, adjacent we go 9, and tangent 45 degree. As you know that before, I told you how to find out tangent 45 degree. So this is 0, 30, 45, 60, and so on. So we need to find out tangent. So 0, 1, 2, and then 4, 3, 2, and square root 1. So tangent 45 is equal to 1. So now in here we need to cross multiply. We need to, this is divide. So we have to times y by 9 this side and times y by 9 that side. So 9 times tangent 45 degree equal to x, and tangent 45 degree is equal to 1. So x is equal to 9. We got the value x is equal to also a 9. Why 9? If this is also a 9, this is also 9, so it's a mean both sides are equal. When the both sides are equal, it's mean that chord is isosceles triangle. When this is isosceles triangle, if two sides are equal, then mean isosceles triangle, then angle must be equal also. If this is 45, this is 45 degree also. So 90 degree, 45, 45, as you know that interior angle of any triangle add up to 180 degree. Interior angles of any triangle add up to 180 degree. This is a property. So 45, 45, 90 and 90 give you 180.